We are continuing to track a fairly active afternoon. Take a look at your Storm Tracker 13 live HD Doppler radar, and the storms have really begun to pop up across the plains here over the past couple of hours. We're still tracking that tornado warned storm that is situated just to the north and east of Burlington. That warning remains in effect until 4:15, so a couple more minutes. It is moving quickly off into Kansas. It has not produced a tornado as of yet, but it is capable of doing so, so we're keeping a very close eye on that. Farther toward the south, the storm's not quite as intense, but still fairly impressive. We are tracking a line of storms just to the north of La Junta. These storms continuing to slide off toward the east. They are going to be bringing some small hail as well as some gusty winds and heavy rain. Nothing severe to report across southern Colorado just yet. Of course, if that changes, we'll let you know right here on KRDO News Channel 13, so stick with us here through the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. Starting to track a few more showers around Pueblo just to the south of the city. A bit more in the way of rain falling right now, and that trend is expected to continue through the rest of the evening before storms come to an end around 9 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning, because of all the water that we have outside right now, could see some patchy fog, so be aware of that. Could slow you down in the morning. Widespread storms are expected again tomorrow afternoon. The good news is, though, we have less of a severe threat tomorrow afternoon, so let's take you right into your Skycast. Tomorrow morning, as I mentioned, could have some areas of patchy fog. Check in with Abby Aconi in the morning. She'll get you out the door, let you know where those foggy areas are. Up across the high country, that's where we'll have the showers early tomorrow. Those showers, though, will begin to push toward the east as early as noon tomorrow, so we'll start to see the storms a bit earlier on your Friday, so make sure you have that umbrella ready to go. By noon, we'll start to see a few of those showers sliding across the I-25 corridor. They'll continue to expand in coverage as well as intensity through the afternoon. As I mentioned, the severe threat not necessarily there tomorrow as much as it is today, but still can't rule out a few areas of heavy rain, so we'll have to monitor the burn scars very closely through tomorrow afternoon. 3 o'clock looks to be the hot spot for the I-25 corridor to get some of those stronger storms, but most of the activity through the day really going to stay up across the high country. It will be over the plains where we will have the potential to see some gusty winds around La Junta by 8 o'clock. Could have a few storms out your way. Most everything, though, is going to begin to come to an end as we take you into the first part of tomorrow night. So really between about 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock, that'll be the most active time frame of the day. So if you have any outdoor plans during that time, I'll expect to need to turn on the windshield wipers for a time. Low temperatures tonight will be dropping into the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow afternoon, 60s and 70s. We'll hit these temperatures, of course, before those showers and thunderstorms move through. Once we get those storms overhead, that has a tendency to cool off the temperatures quickly. So even though the morning may be nice and warm, you'll want to have that jacket handy as those storms arrive during the afternoon. 62 in Colorado Springs tomorrow, 66 on Saturday. We will get some cooler air that moves in on Sunday. Sunday, we're going to bump the chance for storms back to 40%. Sunday looking like a very unsettled and soggy day. Temperatures only in the 50s Sunday, and even cooler on Monday. Monday morning, it's likely going to be a soggy drive into work before things calm down Monday afternoon. We'll get a couple of dry days, believe it or not, by the middle of next week. Temperatures getting into the 60s and 70s once again. Pueblo 70s expected tomorrow. We'll dry things out on Saturday, but Sunday 59 degrees with a 40% chance for storms off and on throughout the entire day. Monday morning looks to be the most active time frame of the first day of your work week. 67 degrees then Tuesday with drier conditions expected Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Canyon City upper 60s tomorrow, 70s to start the weekend, but 50s to round it out. A cool couple of days Sunday into Monday before we begin to warm up by the middle of next week. Teller County, one of the areas where we'll more likely see a rain-snow mix. Snow accumulations expected up above 10,000 feet, so Pikes Peak could get a fresh coat of snow. Lower elevations, though, looking for more of a rain-snow mix. With roads as warm as they are, I don't anticipate we'll see much in the way of accumulations on the roads, but of course we'll have to continue to track that very closely. We have March of Dimes on Saturday morning. A lot of people watching the forecast for that. The morning should be just fine. Maybe a bit cloudy, but the storms should hold off what few we do see until the afternoon. So for those of you heading out to the event, I think that Mother Nature will cooperate with us.
And you've been saying that for the last 2 or 3 days.
So hopefully that remains the case, right? Otherwise, I think I'm going to be in big trouble.
No, you'll be
so
okay.
The eastern part of our viewing area is going to get a little moisture, or maybe a lot of moisture.
Exactly, yeah. It'll be the eastern plains where we really have all the ingredients this afternoon to see a few more robust